Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Osiris again. I have a brief commentary I'd like to share with you. I call this the real betrayal. Recently, I've been listening to various black people express their concerns about so-called black leaders who they feel have betrayed the black community. In principle, I find no fault with many of these claims. However, it appears as though many of us have given very little, if any, thought or consideration to what I deem the real betrayal. A betrayal far more damaging than fellow black people supposedly selling out other black people to the so-called man for power and material gain. Please allow me this brief refrain. Harmony is the union of opposites. In music, it is the blending or integration, if you will, of high and low notes or tones. The union of man and woman allows us to obtain the greatest harmony life can offer. So, when we make a commitment to our women and default on that commitment, we commit a devastating betrayal. The commitment that the man makes to his woman, which has within it trust, honesty, consideration, care, compassion, and other harmonious principles, can be a wonderful, infinite reality, unless he destroys it by betraying those principles. Most everything else in life is objective, finite reality. If all we've built in this world of steel and glass crumbles tomorrow, it would pale in comparison to what man has destroyed by betraying his helpmate, his queen, his goddess. If we are to re-establish harmony and unity in the black community, it will start not with clever capitalism carte blanche. We shout about beating the man, yet we beat our women instead. We talk about destroying racism, but we walk out on our women and our children and destroy the family instead. Now, of course, I am not referring to all black men, but far too many of us nonetheless. My brothers and sisters, it is imperative that we rectify these matters. I'm not nearly as concerned with striking stock statistics as I am with our women who are sitting at home alone at 2 a.m. worried about where their black men are, be it secretly with another woman or man. We aspire to build bustling black businesses, but I am more concerned about our black men who are morally bankrupt. By investing wisely in our precious women, the ultimate investor, who is the great law, of course, will yield fruitful returns. Thus, he will help our collective financial woes diminish once we do our part. We express such great concerns with the system using electronic gadgetry to supposedly poison and control our minds. Yet we voluntarily poison our own minds and allow our minds to be controlled by legal and illegal beverages and substances. My brothers and sisters, the next time we think about betrayal in the black community, let's give consideration to the matters addressed before we punch the system with one fist and punch our woman with the other. Now, some are going to say, What does the way I or any other black man treat his woman have to do with all of the oppression we suffer at the hands of the powers that be? We need to establish our own black nation to free ourselves of this oppression. Well, I humbly say this: God is just. God neither condemns nor condones. What have we done collectively to prove ourselves qualified or worthy of such blessings? In other words, why would our Heavenly Father bestow upon us a great black nation, if you will, when we neglect the responsibility of taking care of His most precious creation, who, I might add, is responsible for giving birth to the highest form of organic life? Think of it this way: your son-in-law shows your precious daughter no consideration, no concern. He humiliates her, embarrasses her, puts his hands on her, and neglects and abandons her after he impregnates her. I don't think you would assist this man in building a great nation, no matter how much business savvy he has, how many books he's read, how many degrees he has, or how great a worldly reputation he has. Now, perhaps our government has used some selfish blacks to sabotage the greater black community. But more importantly, have you done the same to God's precious gift to man? I leave you with this: despite all of the man's diabolical schemes and plans, we must leave him in the great law's hands. Love and harmony, Brother Osiris.